Alright, we're back. Beautiful Oblivion continues. Really want this Imperial Dragon armor. Can I wait here for 2 weeks? We can just go sleep for 2 weeks. Ooh, this will take a long time. Maybe we'll only do it a few times. I'm going to do it 4. I'm going to sleep 4 days, and we'll move on to some quests. That's what we have left. We just have miscellaneous quests all around the world. I can't remember how many I've done in each area. You know, I've done a lot, but we've also got a lot in our quest log, so... Two, it's 3. Do. And then 4. Then we'll be moving on. All right. Potato Snatcher, canvas the castle. Sides of the coin. Alright, well. Where spirits have lease. Let's do that one.
I've heard you know how to move in light armor.
Light armor.
Well met.
We can lock in our last house.
You're the bards will be busy composing songs in your honor for years to come. To think that we have lived through such times.
Sure did.
Take some advice. Go down to the sea, stand a while, watch the sun rise and set. Think on the distant lands across the water. I plan to visit the Imperial City soon to pay my respects at the Temple of the One. They say the dragon statue is 100 feet high.
I don't know how big it is, but it's pretty
Take
big.
care.
I'm ready as I'll ever be. I was half expecting you not to show up. Are you ready to go to the manor? Then let's get this over with. I don't relish the thought of spending too long inside of the manor. Follow me.
Alright, lead the way, Velwyn Venerus.
How are you?
Really gotta walk all the way down here to use this set of stairs. Melwyn and I arrived in Benerus Manor. I must proceed cautiously to the secret room's entrance and prevent any harm from befalling us if the curse is to ever be lifted from this place.
Okay, you lead from here. Hopefully we can make it to the basement without too much fighting.
Sure hope so. Grabbed a grand soul from them. You just straight up follow us, or will he fight up here? Yeah. Then grab that soul. I don't know how much charge a grand soul gives. Right. Elwyn and I have arrived at the secret door. Or was it 666 and the charge is now 8,000, so it must be like 1,500 charge. He'll be smiling while he does it. Belwyn successfully opened the door to the secret room, which has stopped the ghosts from attacking. He then ran off, leaving me to clean up the mess. It's up to me, and me alone, to investigate what's beyond the mysterious portal. Oh shit, I forgot. I had changed my display settings to a higher FPS. I was playing doing some stuff on Overwatch. Gonna swap this. There we are. This is certainly concerning. The Tome of Unlife. Lorgren's skeleton. Stab it in the skull for good measure. Weak potion of healing. Ring of storms. Cool gems.
desire the chance to atone for my sins. The things I've done to the people of Anvil, the horrible, unspeakable acts I've committed, demand repentance. Garahil was justified. Slaying me was the only way to stop the madness. I have accepted that fate. Now, so I may make my final peace with the Nine, please rejoin my hand to my body. Only then, when I am complete, will this eternal nightmare end.
After touching the altar, I heard the voice of Lorgren Benerus. He said he wished to atone for his past and make peace with the Nines. All he wished was to be whole again. This must be the way to lift the curse from Benerus Manor. Or this must be the way. I should touch his skeleton while I carry his bony hand to put an end to this madness. Where's his hand? I didn't leave his hand somewhere else, did I? Ooh. You know what? I think I left it upstairs. Sorry, Lorgy. Yeah, here it is. Left the skeletal hand where I found the where I found the book. Alright, buddy, we got it back.
It never fails to amuse me how easy mortal man is to manipulate.
What?
You've assisted me in completing the very thing Carahill's Cabal sought to prevent all those years ago. My ascension to immortality. Last time I clashed with mortals, I underestimated their power. I shall not repeat that mistake twice. I live again.
I am complete. But what if I sacrifice his soul to Lord Dagon? Completing the skeleton was a ruse, and Lorgren rose from the dead. I had no choice but to destroy him. With his destruction, the curse of Benerus Manor was lifted. I should return to the Count's arms and speak with Velwyn. Alright, this is it. It's at 57. 5,700 charge. Now 7,300. Yeah. Yeah. It's 1,500 charge for a Grand Soul. Whoa, things are looking real nice up here. A little bad. Nice chest. Beautiful house. I think my favorite in the game. Most of the time. I never really use the Imperial City Shack. Most of the time I'll come here and just like spend way too much time jumping up to the second floor on the balcony and then just jump into my house. Then I'm right here at the chest I need. Got the chest, got the desk. Even got way more containers here and then downstairs. My favorite Oblivion city would be Anvil. I would always have my house here.
You've got a real bounce to your step.
I'm sorry for running away like that, but fear got the best of me. I'm glad you talked me into coming with you. Now that the curse has been lifted, I feel like I've taken care of my family's unfinished business. Excellent work, my friend. May the manor give you many years of happiness. I'm now off to the Imperial City once more. Farewell.
Farewell, my friend. Good work. All right. Do the potato snatcher. Seems pretty easy. That's yeah, over here. Snatch me some taters. Got them jumbo potatoes. I encountered an ogre out in the wilderness. Seems to be Sajara's thief. It was carrying her jumbo potatoes. Those are my jumbo taters. Well, I guess they're Sajara's.
Well met. You have them, you have them. I can sense they're with you.
Sure do.
Oh my goodness, you found them. Oh, I could kiss you. As promised, I owe you a reward for your efforts. I present you with my first batch of famous potato bread, more valuable than gold. Enjoy.
Well, thank you.
Safe journey to you.
Quest complete. The Tater Snatcher. Alright. Corruption and Conscience. Two sides of the coin. The arena. Maybe next time. Yeah, Periite. Ibn Bay. Raid on Greyland. Yeah, let's go raid on Greyland.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever...
Why won't you die?
Yeah!
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Am I supposed to be impressed? Oh!
Kylius Lanabo's ring. Recovered Kylius Lanabo's ring. I should bring it to Lorexus as soon as possible to obtain my reward. Here, conquest. They just got a bunch of food in here. Supposed to be a skooma den, right? Isn't a skooma den? What's this guy talking about? Is he even a guardsman? I think there's something down here I haven't discovered.
Any luck taking down Lenavo? Have you not? You've done it! I can't even begin to thank you enough. By the divines, I salute you in the name of the Legion. Here is your well-earned reward.
Thank you. 720 gold. Move the ring. Completed Raylan Greyland. Who are you?
An impressive feat of arms, closing that Oblivion gate outside Leowin. What can I do for you?
Oh, who are you? What
Did
are you
you
doing?
hear? The Countess was robbed. Someone stole her family ring.
Freaky.
Take care.
Urto Cavern. I'm getting attacked by a mud crab. Who are you?
I've heard of you. You're the Divine Crusader everybody's talking about.
My fists. I'm about to get ready for this
I
guy.
heard the gauntlets of the Crusader are gone from the chapel in Coral.
Yeah, it's me.
Farewell.
Okay. Alright, since we're here, we do strange smells. We've heard about the strange smells coming from her house all game long. Let's go figure out what's happening.
Greetings, High.
Hey,
Please,
what's going on in here?
help me. These stupid scamps are driving me crazy.
I can help you if you wish.
Oh, thank you. I had a feeling buying that Daedric staff would be trouble. Now I'm paying for it with more than just some gold.
What happened?
A few weeks ago, a spell sword was passing through Leowin and heard that I liked to buy curiosities. He wanted to sell the staff you see me carrying. I eagerly bought it, knowing the value of Daedric relics. In fact, I was a bit suspicious when he sold it so cheap. His loss, my gain, I figured. After examining it for a bit, I noticed a small word carved on it in runes. Using a book from my library, I translated it. The word was nonsense. However, when I spoke it and held the staff, 4 scamps suddenly appeared. I thought I was done for. Strangely, they all just stood there. It didn't take long before I realized they were following me. I couldn't be seen in town with scamps following, so I decided to discard the staff. I can't explain it, but somehow I can't compel myself to actually let it go. This staff is obviously cursed. Now I'm stuck with it.
Where do I fit in?
I need you to get over to the Mages Guild and talk to a good friend of mine, Alvis Uvenum. She's the only one in town that I trust. I was able to get a message to her earlier, but I've yet to get a reply. If I go, then the scamps will follow and my secret will be revealed to all.
Lady, I hate to tell you, the whole town knows something's going on in here. Maybe worse than
Al should be able
scamps.
to help rid me of this staff. We play cards at the Three Sisters often and are old friends. Seek her advice.
Okay.
Everyone in town knows about my hobby, collecting unusual examples of the arcane crafts. My husband left me quite comfortable, bless his cinders. What will I do with my collection of curiosities when I go? Donate them to the castle, of course.
Okay.
Fighters Guild members have been going to Sharina to learn blade skills. She's good, and she'll be the first to tell you so. The beastly little creatures are nasty, smelly, noisy, and wrecking my beautiful house. I must be rid of them.
Wonder what
I
they
can't
smell
let
like.
people know I have
Sulfur?
scamps in here, or they'll think I've taken to Daedra worship. Try explaining that to the town guard. Alvis is a practiced researcher. She's sure to have some good information for you.
Okay. I'm the Archmage, so I'll have to do what I say.
Hello.
Hello. Blackwood Company, and Building should be burnt down. No. Doggy's still here. And so is Maglier.
Go on. Have you seen a landrook? We call them
Droch.
billies. Don't know why. Steer clear of them, though. Just go away.
What happens if I hit him? Well, I'm gonna leave him to his fate. Maglier gets to stand there forever. For betraying me. First to wait for all eternity.
Have pity on an old
Poor Rosentia. She's been trapped in her house for days.
I know. Why aren't you helping her?
Frankly, the smell gave you away. You must have stepped in. Well, let's just say something that isn't pleasant. Just be sure and keep this quiet. If the other mages even knew that I was involved with Rosentia's new guests, I could get kicked out of the guild.
I'm the Archmage lady. I'm not going to kick you out.
Oh, yes. Don't bother trying to kill one of them. As soon as you do, another will take its place. It's endless. Quite the curse, eh?
Okay.
Sheogorath certainly has a sick sense of humor.
Yeah, Gorath. Supposed to meet him.
Count Leowin placed a bounty on the heads of the surviving Black Bow bandits. I'm glad she was finally able to get someone over here. I've been gathering all the research I could on her, little problems, shall we say.
What do you think about the Mages Guild?
Druja has a wide variety of spells for sale if there's something you need. Most of them are simple, but they're a good starting point.
Oh, I think we're pretty past the starting point.
The Leowin chapter is just drifting along. Dagale isn't much of a mentor or leader. She isn't even coherent most of the time.
I helped her out of that jam, though. So tell me about the Daedric staff.
Doing a bit of digging, I'm afraid Rosentia's been stuck with the staff of the Everscamp. Nasty bit of fun by Sheogorath, I'd say. The only way she can be rid of it is if someone willingly accepts it. It can't be discarded in any other manner. No one would buy that thing once it's activated like it's been. The only chance is to return it to its original resting place, Darkfathom Cave. Inside the cave, there's rumored to be a shrine to Sheogorath. That's where the staff can finally be dropped, and the scamps should remain behind. I also learned that the staff makes the owner move much slower than normal. I suppose it's another way the creator upped the annoyance factor. Please, bring Rosentia this information at once. And if you can, help her. I think she's about to crack under the pressure, poor thing.
Poor thing indeed.
Send Rosentia my regards. If there's anything else I can do, please let me know.
Shiravi.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take the staff of the Everscamp for her. No problem.
There's a charm.
I was afraid you wouldn't come back.
I got the help for you.
How am I ever going to get scamp smell out of my fine linens?
I'd throw him out.
Oh, please, I beg you. Take this staff to Darkfathom Cave and get rid of it and the scamps forever. I can't fight, and who knows what's guarding the shrine? Plus, do you know how dirty caves are? It'll ruin anything I wear. Do this
Not
for
wrong.
me, and I'll reward you with another one of my curios I picked up a few years ago. A valuable ring. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Pick me. I accept.
Here's the staff. As soon as you leave, the scamps will thankfully follow. Do be careful. I don't wish your death on my hands as well. I'm sorry I ever laid eyes on that thing. Dark Fathom Cave isn't that far from here, but the route may be treacherous. Be careful.
Okay. Yeah.
And journey
The
safe.
Everscamp. Okay. Well, it's kind of cool. It's alright. Scamps just follow me and never die. I could have used these guys as instead of Martin, and one of them died. Now he's back. Instead of Martin and Joffrey, or in addition to Martin and Joffrey, I could have used these guys at the beginning of the game. The only problem is that your speed takes a big hit. So early in the game, it's rough. You'd take a lot. You'd be much, much slower. Scamps can be pretty strong, though. I guess they don't like to fight. Arrived at the shrine to Shea Gorath. I should find the altar and place the staff near it. No longer feeling the urge to possess the staff of the Everscamp. I placed the staff near the altar at the shrine to Shea Gorath. The scamps seem pleased with their new home, and best of all, I've stopped following me. I should return to Rosentia with the news. My speed back to normal? Why is my speed damaged still? Scamps do seem pleased with their new home. Oh! Black Horse Courier person almost died over here.
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Have you heard of the Blackwood Company? Read all about them.
I know all about the Blackwood Company.
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Have the latest edition. Free as always. It's about the Grey Fox. Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier.
The different
Here, take a copy. It's
angles
free.
of her face are hilarious.
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Sorry, no time to talk. 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 Sorry, no time.
Alright. Get all different copies of the Black Horse Courier. I'm about to be a Black Horse Courier superfan.
I don't see any scamps or the staff. As promised, here's the ring. I bought it from a shop in the Imperial City many years ago for an ex-lover of mine. He ran off with someone else, so now the ring belongs to you. The owner of the shop called it the Ring of Eidolon's Edge. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
Farewell, and may you find your way home safely each night to a warm fire.
That's really nice to say. You have Eidolon's Edge, Fortify Block and Blade. Not a bad amulet. Did I just say amulet? I meant ring. Alright, Castle Coral. Go to Shadenhall for Corruption and Conscience. Alright, Levana and Adarin. Why are you so upset about the corrupt guards here?
You seem far too nice to be one of Ulrich's men. What can I do for you? Oh, please, don't even get me started. That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure he's lining his pockets with the gold of the good citizens of Shadenhall. Take my good friend Aldous Othran, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly. Have you ever gone past a guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly? What kind of a stupid fine is that? Well, Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards! The Count? He could care less about our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be. Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Durelian, the second in command of the guard. I hear he isn't happy with Ulrich. I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is the captain after all. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus. You can find him roaming the county hall of the castle most of the time.
What about your friend Aldous?
Poor fellow. You may be able to find him roaming the streets of Shadenhall, probably drunk. Only a month ago he lost his wife. They were traveling the road from the Imperial City when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive. Ever since then, he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone.
The rumors just about the
I'm sure
chapel?
The Elder Council will find some way to hold the Empire together.
Oh.
At least the Oblivion invasion is over.
True. What can you tell me about Ulrich?
I don't know where the Count found him, but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to this town.
He's a menace to society.
Garrus may be our only hope.
What do you want? Yes? I can't say I'm prepared to speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say his disposition's too low. Any guard is gonna have a pretty low disposition to me because I trained on them in most towns to get block up.
Goodbye. What do you want? It appears you've spoken to Levana. I know she sounds a bit like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day, we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of the money goes, I have a good idea. Ulrich keeps his quarters locked, but I've glimpsed inside. The things he has in there could never be purchased on a captain's salary.
Never.
At first, I thought maybe he was from wealthy stock, but many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him.
What about Levana?
Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldous Othran. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes. I haven't approached him myself, as Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However, he doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness. Nothing else can be done.
Okay.
Aldous is living on the street now that his house has been seized. I begged Ulrich to give him more time, but he wouldn't. He won't be hard to find. Just follow the smell of stale mead.
Stale mead.
Make haste. Find him quickly. No telling what mischief he may get himself into, and we need him as a witness.
All right, anything else about Ulrich?
Beware of Ulrich. I wouldn't confront him at this time, as he'll surely have you thrown in jail. If you raise a hand against him and strike him down, you'll be accused of murder. Even if Ulrich doesn't do things by the letter of the law, I do.
I do.
You must locate Aldous. He's a danger to himself and others in his condition.
Sure. I'll find Aldous.
Ow! Who are you?
Your best bud. Tell me about Ulrich.
Ha! That stupid Swit? Throw me out of my home, will he? I'll show him a thing or two about messing with an Othran. All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomited on the floor of the tavern. Charge me 6 times, Ulrich? Charge me, you fetcher! Well,
Whoa.
I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Othrans can do when their backs are to the wall.
No, dude. Stop.
Get out of my way and keep following. I'll show you a thing or two. Get out of my way.
Buddy, don't do it.
Hail, Sir Knight.
Hail, Sir Knight. How you doing today, Dad or alive?
Stand clear.
This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhall. Leave immediately.
I said move, or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split lip.
Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. Pay, or be jailed.
Working gross.
You Swit. How dare
You Swit.
Ulrich be damned. He can take his fine and stuff it up his backside.
You've been warned. You're now under arrest. Please, come with me.
I'll go nowhere with you, fetcher. Nowhere.
Stand clear.
Hot damn. Aldous Othran has been slain by a Cheydinhall guard. He had led me to his old house where he exchanged heated words with the guards. During the argument, Aldous pulled a knife and the guard put him down. I should tell Levana the sad news.
Move along, citizen. There's nothing to be done here. You saw what happened. I had no choice. Aldous attacked first, and I had to defend myself. If you don't like it, take it up with Ulrich.
Okay.
Move along, please.
Hot damn. Lady, did you hear what happened?
Is something amiss? What's wrong? Oh no, they killed him. I can't believe this. Ever since his wife passed at the hands of the bandits, his life has been miserable. I'd grown to become fond of him. I wanted to take him into my house, but I was afraid. And now look what's become of him. There are no more options left. Ulrich must be dealt with, and actions speak louder than words. You must do something
Actions
for
must
me.
speak louder than words.
Go tell Ulrich that I have some information that incriminates him. Tell him to come alone, or he won't get it. Then lead him here, and I'll do the rest. I'll make the necessary arrangements for his burial. He'll be buried next to his poor wife. I'll deal with him soon enough. Ulrich will not buy his way out of this one. He'll pay, I promise you.
He'll pay. Back rub, perhaps. Levana was furious after I told her of Aldous' fate. She wants me to go speak with Ulrich and somehow convince him to follow me back to her house, where she would take care of him. This doesn't sound like the best method to deal with Ulrich. I think I should speak to Garrus first and decide how to handle it. Garrus not standing in here? Oh, he's over here sleeping in the guard barracks. My 50 pairs of pants and shirts. He downstairs? Oh, he's sitting here in the dark.
Ulrich's eyes upon me as we speak, so be brief. We must put an end to this travesty of justice. What do you... Aldous will be mourned. I won't sit by and watch the innocent being driven to the brink like that. Something must be done, but without bloodshed. Levana has always been quick-tempered. You must reconsider her plan. It can only lead to prison for her and for you. I swear that Ulrich will pay for this. We must handle this carefully and prove to the Count that he needs to be arrested.
He sure does.
Ulrich has been watching me, so I haven't been able to enact a plan I devised to bring him down. That ends today, now that you're here. The evidence we need to incriminate Ulrich must lie within his quarters. You must sneak in there and retrieve it without being seen. If you're caught, there isn't anything I can do to help you. Just be careful. Aldous' death is indeed a tragedy. We'll do what we can to put his soul at ease.
There's the guard barracks. Is Ulrich up here? I'm caught. There isn't anything you can do to help me, he says. He's got a bunch of rich items in here. Suspicious letter. In Ulrich's quarters, I've discovered a letter he wrote to some relatives outside of Cyrodiil. In it, he talks about sending them a great deal of money and goods to be purchased using the illicit funds. This is the evidence Garrus would need. I should take it to him. Dear Isabel and Fenetta? I should be able to send you another package of money and goods within the month. This posting is proving more lucrative than I'd first suspected. Who knew that Indaris would be so easy to dupe? He doesn't even care. He's so busy wrapped up in his own affairs, and I mean that literally, that he has no time to pay attention to the daily operations of Cheydinhal. I've decided to raise the fines again next month. Then we can begin constructing that summer keep we'd always wanted, my cousins. More to come soon. My love to both of you.
I trust there were no run-ins with the guards. You're back. Good. Did you find the evidence?
Didn't do 2 steps over there?
You've done it. This letter will spell his undoing when I present it to Count Indaris. Splendid work indeed. I must hasten to the Count and deliver this immediately. Please, meet me back at the Cheydinhal Bridge Inn in about 2 hours.
What happens if I follow him?
Come on.
Or does he just run straight to the inn?
Yes?
You're a fit one. Been running a lot? Yes, master. You need me?
Hail, Sir Knight.
Like I said, meet me in 2 hours at the Cheydinhall Bridge Inn.
Why is everybody in this house? The entire town hanging out in Riverview. Yeah, well, so he does run and find the Count. It's been about 2 hours, and Garrus Durelian should be meeting at the
Hello, Guild.
Cheydinhall Bridge Inn. Oh, he just disappeared. Has it been 2 hours, really? I think it's just because he went and met the Count. I thought he might say something. I guess he doesn't.
I come from speaking with Count Indaris, and I've news for you. After speaking to the Count, and in light of the evidence you recovered, Ulrich has been removed from his post and arrested. Many guards are coming forward with more evidence of his greed, so it's safe to say he'll be spending quite a bit of time in the city dungeons. I've been promoted to the post of Captain of the Guard, and hope to return respect to the peacekeepers of this town. The Count and I thank you for helping bring Ulrich's hold on Cheydinhall to an end, and for doing so without unnecessary bloodshed. As a token of our gratitude, as you did this at the risk of false imprisonment or perhaps your life, we reward you this bounty of gold.
Thank you, sir.
On behalf of the people of Cheydinhall, I thank you. Ulrich will be spending years in the city dungeons. This should give him plenty of time to reflect on what he's done.
Sure will.
We finally got him. There'll be no excuses this time. Ulrich is mine.
I think we can go back and visit Levana. She's not happy we decided not to go with her plan, but the right thing to do, obviously, is his plan. But you can convince Levana, or convince Ulrich to come back to her house. And what she'll do is she'll hit him with a paralyzed spell and let him get eaten by rats.
By the 9 divines, Catwoman! I'm overjoyed to hear that Garrus has replaced Ulrich as the captain of the guard. I'm sure he'll do a fine job.
Yeah, there's a sound effect that goes off when somebody follows.
Have you heard? Someone desecrated the tomb of Lothasa. No wonder her ghost haunts that place.
That's good. That's a good, I
Though
think you
I'm
can add
happy
that in as
Ulrich
like an
has been
alternate, you
removed
know?
From his post, I'm still saddened that there'll be no true retribution for Aldous. When I was younger and living in Vardenfell, my parents instilled in me the code of an eye for an eye. It's hard not to see that through.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't berate what you've done for Cheydinhall. Everyone appreciates what you did, as do I. Farewell, Sergio.
Sergio. She's much nicer about the alternate outcome than the other guy is. The guard is. If you kill Ulrich, he's like, I know what you did and I'm not happy about it.
Why do you bother me? Go away.
Go away. I'm going to visit my buddy Ulrich. Oh, he's already about to get out of jail.
You better hope I never get out of here. You better hope I never get out of here. You better hope I never get out of here. You better hope I never get out of here.
He just smiles afterwards. Not sleep in an owned bed. Like, I can't even push him out of the cell. He walks back.
Come to gloat, eh? Well, you'll get no apologies from me. You better hope I never get out of here.
Alright. You better hope I never get out of here. Well, there's another corrupt guard quest. Let's go do that. Taking down corrupt guards one at a time. Although, don't know how to trigger this unless I already have. You better hope I never get out of here. Lifting the veil, paranoia. Two sides of the coin.
Great. Good to hear. Have you ever shopped at the main ingredient? It's the best place in the city for alchemical ingredient. I'm honored to... Look around. Count the true believers. How many of these people really have faith? It's easy to have faith when everything's fine.
You got a wide nose.
Hi. A friend of mine is a member of the Legion. He said some Altmer nobleman was murdered right here in the city.
Not
Fabian, I think his name was.
Not the arena yet. I'm saving the arena to help with another quest.
You smell of death. I'm honored to... It's terrible. I just can't walk past a bookstore. The first edition in the market district is the worst.
Why?
Someone removed those gauntlets from the chapel in Coral. I wonder how they managed it.
Nordic
Goodbye.
knows. Don't know how to trigger this quest. Let me see here. Okay, Temple District.
Hello there.
Heard any news lately?
Good thing we have the Black Horse Courier. I don't know how we'd get our news without it.
Without it. Okay, Ruslin or Luronk Gro Glurzog.
We could just listen to people talking. It's uncanny how informed.
You have the hands of an illusionist.
Of an illusionist. Unless these guys are dead, I hope they didn't die. Is that Ruslin? That's Penis. His name is Penis. Do they have houses here? Be wary of Siradur. Ruslin's house. Let's go over to his house. Roland, Jamad, Rustlin. There we are.
Can I ask you a favor? Have you seen my friend Luronk? I'm worried about him. I don't know his name, but I'd recognize him if I saw him again. Luronk and I were shopping at Jensen's when he accused us of stealing. Even Jensen said we were innocent, but he didn't care. We had to pay his fine or go to jail.
Why didn't Jensen report him?
He's shaken down most of the shopkeepers in the market district. They're all too afraid of him to do anything. Jensen wouldn't even talk about it. Someone ought to do something about him.
Oh, I will.
You're very curious. Perhaps too curious for your own good.
helping you, though.
Thank Akatosh the Oblivion crisis is over. Although with no emperor and no heir, I wonder what will happen to the empire.
I don't know.
I'm gonna keep a low profile for a while.
Okay. I don't know where your friend Laurent is, but I can talk to Jensine. She's my best friend. Her merchandise will always be good as new.
See anything you like? I guess I can trust you. It's that bastard Auden's Avidius. He's in here every month taking my wares without paying for them. What can I do? He's a captain of the Imperial Watch. Only another watch captain can arrest him. Fat chance of that happening.
That chance.
I heard that some of the provinces were talking about seceding from the Empire. Probably just talk, though. Everything's a bit unsettled now.
Skyrim would never do that, huh?
If you tell anyone I said anything bad about Auden's, I'll deny it.
Please, go ahead. How can I assist you? A lot of good men died, but it could have been worse. A lot worse.
Could have been. I need another
Why
watch
am I telling
captain.
You were there. You saw him. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever be able to sleep again.
Yeah. Aaron's Dagon. Rough times.
If you've got a complaint, tell it to the watch captain. I've got better things to do than listen to you whine.
What? You were just so cool about it. Where can I find a watch captain?
Go see Servatius Quintilius. He's new, and might be stupid enough to try and do something about it.
Right, because Hieronymus Lex is
Move
no
on.
longer here. Is he in the Temple District now? Yes.
Did you see it? The
Avatar of Akatosh.
We're alive! Is there a problem, citizen?
We're alive.
I aim to keep an eye on things here in the city. Take it slow. Get to know the people. Try not to get off on the wrong foot.
True.
It's over, citizen. The crisis is ended. But at what cost? We are an empire without an emperor. The future is uncertain at best.
True. Hey, you got a corrupt Imperial Watchman, though.
I've only recently been promoted. I'm not going to cause trouble by filing charges against one of the other watch captains. You could try taking a problem to Edius Hain. Maybe he'll be willing to risk his career by arresting Audens.
Appropriately, yep. I touch them and they talk to me. That's how it works.
Good luck with Edius.
Little quid pro quo.
Yes. Is it true that Samuel Bantian used to be a... Apparently, he can teach you the basics of life. All hail the champ... Edius Hain, guard captain. You don't want to know me. Stay on the right side of the law and we can stay perfect strangers.
Alright. But you got a corrupt Imperial
A short
Watchman.
stay in our lovely Imperial prison should cool your enthusiasm for a life of crime. The drunk tank, in particular, has a unique aroma.
Alright, but what about your corrupt Watchman?
These are very serious charges. If you can get 2 witnesses to testify against Audens Avidius, I'll arrest him. Otherwise, I can't help you.
Okay.
I hope your witnesses are willing to come forward.
What if I get all 3?
There's an air of mysticism about you.
You've got quite the silver tongue.
Bernardo, what are you doing over here?
What can I do for you, Sir Knight? Did you hear? Hieronymus Lex was reassigned to Anvil.
No.
You...
It's like 1. Aren't you supposed to be at your store?
Oh, it's you again. I've heard that you've been asking around about that corrupt guard. Just don't mention my name. I have enough problems.
Yeah, but I need you to testify against Audens
You've
Avidius.
convinced me. If I don't stand up to him, who will? Just hope I'm not committing suicide. Damn watchmen. I bet they're all crooked.
Damn watchmen. I bet they're all crooked. Right, over to the Arboretum. I guess this is Laurent.
All hail the champion of
His name
Cyrodiil.
Adrian Decanius.
Good day. The Blackwood Company is gone. They were working high on hist sap. That's why there were so many terrible accidents.
Yeah.
Be seeing you.
Hey,
May your
Laurent.
kills be quick and many. These days I get nervous whenever I see a watchman. Maybe I'll just stay inside.
Yeah, but what if you just testify against Auden Zavidius?
This may be the stupidest thing I've ever done, but I'll testify against Auden Zavidius. I suppose someone has to stand up to him.
True.
I'm going to keep a low profile for a while.
Oh, I guess I can't ask Jensine to jump in on it too. And then another quick back alley touching to convince the guard captain.
Can I help you, citizen? These are very serious charges. If you run into trouble, come find me. Can I help you, citizen? Why should I trust your word?
Okay. Oh, it is saying it's true to his word. I could keep an eye on those two and make sure they go see Idius first thing in the
Long
morning.
live the Empire.
Okay, so they maybe have to wait 24 hours.
Excellent.
Darth Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Death Dimmadome. High five. Thank you so much for the follow. I love the name. Auden Zavidius has been arrested. That should make Jensine, Rustlin, and Laurent happy. Hopefully it will serve as a lesson for any other guard that is thinking about shaking down innocent citizens. Almost standing like that.
Heard any
Good to
news
see
lately?
you.
Hi there.
Sounds like
Wonder if maybe I can just talk to Jensine about it. Her merchandise is good as new, you know.
See anything you like? Did you hear? Everyone Black.
Hmm.
It's been a pleasure doing business.
Been a pleasure. Alright, all done. Let's see. Two sides of the coin. Let's go to Bruma. Maybe on our way back south we can visit Auden's in jail.
What do you want? Can't you see that I'm upset?
I sure can.
Certainly.
Look very upset.
I overheard a guard mention the Countess is looking for a piece to add to her collection of Akaviri artifacts. Our taxpayers' Drake's at work.
That's right.
I can't help myself. I'm just a sucker for well-heeled men. That Ola, for example, at the Tap and Tack. He's dreamy. And successful, too.
Get on it, Olav.
I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it.
Right, what did Jurander do? What happened to your stolen gold?
I know what you've heard, all about Jurunda and his run-in with the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true. I may have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to assist me. Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a lot of money. Are you in or are you out?
I'm an effective Elder Scrolls billionaire, so I don't know. I'm in. Keep talking.
Smart answer. Here's the deal.
I don't really need the gold.
Jurunda and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I'd been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes. I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at one time. Just enough to keep us going.
That makes you a thief.
That is until last year. Jorunda started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just lone merchants, mind you. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence. He just threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. He wasn't the man I met 7 years ago. The few times I tried to say something, he'd strike me or push me away. I began to become frightened of him.
What does this have to do with me?
Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and in the midst of the chaos, Jorunda killed a guard.
What?
I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder to anyone, he'd kill me. I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift campsite. I was off gathering food, but Jorunda was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. He'd moved it. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him for me. Convince him to tell you where the gold is, and then we split it.
Yeah, well...
He's not likely to just come out and tell you, so get creative.
I mean... Lady, you were conveniently off gathering food. He said he'd kill you. I don't know. I don't know if I believe your story. This quest is called Two Sides of the Coin, so let's figure it out.
You should have heard the cheer when you came out of that monster gate with that siege machine right on your heels. We were all watching from the walls, and to be honest, it was looking bad. I thought we were going to have to fight them, street by street. We lost a lot of good men that day. But Bruma is still standing. That's what counts.
I wonder if I can still go out there and see the siege machine.
So long. I'm sure you've got things to do, and I just wanted to thank you personally.
Thank you.
Say what you're going to say. Just go away.
I just wanted to thank you personally. Now just go away. Whoa. Shoulders McGee over here, too.
I don't have time for you. Can I help you? Oh, have you heard about old Baelin? It was a horrible accident. A stuffed minotaur head fell off the wall and crushed him to death. Tragic.
Tragic.
Bye. Hail, Sir Knight.
Hail, Sir Knight. We got plenty of Bruma dungeon keys.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave.
Jorunda, we've served a ton of jail time together because for some reason when you go to jail in Bruma, you go to jail with you. And I spent like, I don't know, 10 months in Bruma jail to level up my skills and with you. So what did we do that whole time? You know what we did. You know who I am.
I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something and the guards put you up to it. That fetcher of a guard, Terelius, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can forget it. Tell him it isn't going to work.
Oh, so I have to go to jail to talk to you? Is that it? Well, I'm gonna go to jail for assaulting you.
on your side. That's did me once. Oh!
Oh, he ran up here and got a weapon.
Oh! Take that. Oh!
Garender lost this fight pretty handily. One of the characters needed to complete this quest has died. Beware, the gods have taken note of your crimes. Do not continue down this path or you will be unfit to wield the Crusader's relics. Alright, oh, his eyes are closed.
I don't know who. Nice try.
Nice try. I'm gonna steal your inkwell.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Hope you rot, criminal scum.
Committed a crime and been sent to jail. Perhaps now I can convince Durender to talk about the stolen gold. Hey, what are you in for? Murder of a guard. Hundreds of thefts over weeks of robbing merchants.
You've got nothing to lose, so why not just tell me and save us both a heap of trouble?
What are you in for?
Yeah,
I stole an
sure.
inkwell.
And I suppose I just end up rotting while you spend it all? Forget it.
You're gonna end up rotting here anyway, you idiot.
Look, you horse's ass. I never trusted city guardsmen. Never. So I'm definitely not gonna start trusting you, Terrelius.
Suit yourself. Enjoy your stay.
By the way the guards tossed you in here, I can see you're no friend of theirs.
That's true.
I suppose I can trust you. In fact, maybe you can help me with a bit of a problem and make some money for yourself in the process. I'm in here for the long haul. They got me for murder, even though I didn't do it. And once the Countess makes a ruling, there's no way it's changing. I owe all of this to that heartless, treacherous witch, Arnora.
What did Arnora do to you?
You want to know what happened? I'll tell you. I was betrayed, stabbed in the back. I'm in here and Arnora's out there, living in my house. We were doing petty crimes all over Cyrodiil. Small scores, 10 gold here, 25 there. Nothing big enough to have them investigate you. Then along comes Arnora with a plan to waylay a tax shipment headed for the Imperial City. We're talking serious gold, complete with armed escorts. I told her she was crazy, but she insisted. Women have a way of getting men to do what they want. So we did it. We ambushed the shipment. In the process, Arnora killed a guard. I told her to be careful and just knock them out, but she didn't listen. We then buried the gold in the woods. Then she disappears to get supplies. Suddenly, the campsite gets raided by the Bruma City Guard. There's no way they could have found us. Oh, there's no doubt she tipped them off. But I was one step ahead. I had moved the loot while she was away. My final revenge. Or was it?
Well, what are you getting at?
I'll tell you. I want Arnora dead. That's right, I said dead. She took my life away, and now I want hers taken as well. You do this for me, and you get the gold. All of it. All I need is proof is that damn amulet she always wears. Show that to me, and the money's yours. You want the gold? You bring me Arnora's amulet after she's dead.
I'm gonna go murder your wife, right?
Finally, a chance for revenge.
Serve my time. alteration skill? What the frick?
Why do you
So let's hear it.
Heard any news lately?
They say someone finally laid poor
Heard any news from the other provinces?
So, were you able to find out about the gold or not?
Yeah.
How could you stand sharing a cell with that imbecile?
Imbecile.
So he told you another one of his tall tales. I hope you didn't believe him. What's he got in store for me? He sent you to kill me, is that it? What if there was another way? What if he thought I was dead, but I wasn't? Then he'd tell you the location of the gold. What did he need as proof?
Your amulet.
That fetcher. He knows this is the only heirloom I have left from my family. Only he would stoop so low. Look, I know you could just kill me where I stand. But what if I gave you the amulet and you bring it to him? Then he'd say where the gold's stashed.
He
You
would.
kill me here and now. And as far as the town guard is concerned, it's a crime. So you make your choice. You want to do it my way or Jorunda's?
We'll do it. I'll do it my way.
I knew you'd make the smarter decision. Good. Here's the key to the chest by my bed. Inside you'll find the amulet Jorunda wants.
You wearing it?
Take my amulet to him. Get the gold and bring half of it back here to me. If you don't come back, I'll let the guards in on our plan. You'll be hunted all over Cyrodiil. You don't want that, do you? I don't think so. Good luck. I'm not surprised at all that he tried to have me killed. That's his way. Always the traitor and the coward.
Traitor.
My guess is he buried it somewhere close to town, or even in town itself. Believe me, I've looked. No luck so far.
All right.
I warn you, don't cross me.
Nora's true amulet. We might need a key. Better not cross me, Arnora.
I don't have time for...
I've heard you know how to move in light armor. Oops.
Show me the proof.
Show me the money.
So, she's dead, eh? Finally, someone has wiped that stupid, smug grin off her face. Good. Well, you did your part of the bargain, now I'll do mine. The gold is buried outside the walls of Bruma, near the North Gate. Goodbye. I don't expect to be seeing you anytime soon. If I were you, I'd get out of Bruma fast before the guards catch on that she's dead.
All right. The money's mine.
Afternoon.
Money time. Money now. Money me now.
I'm here for Jorunda's gold, and you're my only loose end. I've been hoping to get someone in his cell and loosen his lips, and then you showed up.
Oh, I loosened those lips.
You really should be more careful when you talk in the dungeons. The sound tends to carry. Gerunder's such an idiot. I've taken
True.
care of Honora. She won't be around to point the finger.
What the frick?
And Gerunder's not going anywhere for a long time. That just leaves you. Why won't you die?
I've killed a corrupt guard named Tyrellius Logelius near the stashed loot. Apparently he had overheard my conversation with Gerunder in the Bruma Castle dungeons and wanted the gold for himself. I think he's killed Arnora. I can now recover the gold unhindered. I found the treasure that Gerunder concealed. I should go back to see if Tyrellius was telling the truth about Arnora. Rings. You like to dance close to the fire. 1,000 gold. Wow. Do 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 do.
Yes.
Yes. Ah. Negotiation, bargaining, dickering, haggling. They're all a means to an end. There we go. My mercantile back up to 100. I like it.
Excellent.
Dilox 099. High five, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Like to dance close to the fire. History of the Fighters Guild. I bet you we could go get the Alteration skill book. Unless I've already read it. I might have. Get it back up one.
Yes.
I found Arnora's body in her house. Tyrellius has indeed killed her. I should probably leave town before the guard thinks I had something to do with it. On the bright side, all of Gerunder's gold is now mine. Poor lady. Not to be the best you've ever seen on Oblivion? Well, here you go. The orange one in all his true glory. I tried to make him look like an actual orange. This is a high elf, if you can believe it. Class is the orange one. But thank you for the compliment. Alright, well, I think it's right.
This is a grand day. Greetings.
Greetings. Of course. Mohawk for days. That missed. Your weight is true in the scales of Julianos. You make Father Akatosh proud. An unstained spirit pleases Arche. Dibella loves you. Blessings of Stendar. The lawful gain the gifts of Talos. Oh, it missed. You work for the glory of Zenithar. Mara smiles upon you. Kinnereth is with you. I have as many buffs as I want. Doesn't even show this buff. I think I'm at max buffs. Bless all this. Fortify health, personality. Everything's fortified. Like that. All green. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can... Where's the Book of Alteration? Alright, Dovin Aron's house on a table in his private quarters. Okay, I think we can do that. Let's stop by the prison. Tell Auden Zavidius he's a weenie. Oh, look.
What is it now? What was it like in the temple at the end? People in the city, they get stuff and forget to pay. Did you...
Okay, well,
Farewell.
she's in jail. I forgot about her.
Quickly now. So I wanted somebody murdered. So I prayed to the Night Mother. What is that? A crime now?
Is that a crime now? Look. Audience Vidius.
Someday, I'll get out of here and take my revenge on everyone that put me in prison.
Doubt it. Enjoy the cell, nerd. Also,
You saved the church from that wicked old Aliad king, didn't you? Well done.
Selena's still here.
Take care.
Still in jail. After the whole bloated float incident. Time for me to get my Imperial Dragon armor yet? No. Elven Gardens District. Dovin Aran. Go Dovin Aran now. Last of the Daedra have been driven out of Kvatch. Is it up in his private quarters? There we go. You have unlocked the secrets of altering reality. You can now cast master level alteration spells. Glad we got that back. That leaves just 13 more skill points in Blunt, and then 5 more in Marksman. Marksman is fortified, but still needs to be leveled up. Alright, since we were in Bruma, though, we can... Tears... Oh. Yeah, we gotta go to the Market District. Well, we're here. Let's get Market District. Talk to Fintius. Do. Fintius, my old boy. Fintius, old bean. Need another book.
Well met. Thank Akatosh the Oblivion crisis is over. Let's
Agreed.
do business.
Need Nightfall. Knitfall. I purchased Nightfall from Fintius. I should read it.
Come back and see me again. Goodbye.
Alright, I won't read this because it just talks about the book, because I'll read the book. Using some of the references in the story, I was able to pinpoint it on my map. A long one. Excerpt from Nightfall, Tales of Heroism and Chivalry, edited by Corellian Odrenius. The legend of Garadan Stalrus is told by Jaren Athelwild, squire and friend.
Excellent!
Rampage Wales 90. Thanks, Rampage Wales 90. High five. Thank you so much for the follow. And so it came to pass that on the first month before the harvest, nary a decent crop could be found in the drought-ridden fields of far Mental Glens. 27 families, their bellies sunken and empty, turned to their lordship, who had been so fair to them in hard times before. The man ruled not with an iron fist, but with the soft touch of silken kindness. My lord Garradin Stalrus, knight-errant of the Farmantle Glens. I watched sadly as my lord Garradin looked out at the withered fields before him from his meager stone keep, and cursed the luck that tainted the skies and stopped the rain from falling. I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? The families in his charge would not last the winter, which was always bitter and cold in the northern reaches of the Gerals. His own supply of grain was already picked clean. There was barely enough to sustain him for the months ahead. I know if my lord had the food there, he would have shared it gladly, allowing his charges to pay him back in whatever time or manner they could afford, and in some cases, to those in dire need, give it to them without costs. Something had to be done, and it had to be done soon. Nice, I'm glad. Sparing not a drake, Garradin paid for the best sages he could find, and used the rest to buy as much surplus grain as he could wrest from the neighboring domains. A month passed and nothing surfaced. Winter's icy tendrils would soon creep across Farmantle Glens, causing the green to disappear from the landscape. Families would have to huddle close to their hearths, keeping warm and rationing the bits of food Garradin had given them. I could see Garradin's patience, which was immense, mind you, wearing thin. He told me he'd considered selling his keep, his belongings, anything to keep his people alive. If only the harvest would yield more, they'd be saved. Then, as if Mara herself had answered his prayers, a sage entered Garradin's keep with the answer. Legend told of a vessel of sorts from which water would pour endlessly, known as the Everflow Ewer. Ewer? Some said the divines themselves created it. Others thought perhaps a powerful sorcerer enchanted it. Wherever it was from, Garradin knew this could be his chance. Following the directions from the sage, my lord and I set out to recover the ewer and rid Farmantle Glens of the drought. It took days to reach the entrance of the place. After we passed through a winding passage, we finally came to an odd door covered in mystical symbols. As the sage instructed, my lord touched some refined frost salts to the door. The ancient stone door opened, and we proceeded into the glade. A cave cut into a hillside led into a small glade of trees. In the center of the glade, flanked by two standing stones, was a stone altar. On the altar, seemingly glowing with inner light, was the ewer. Cut from crystal, the vessel was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Water filled it to the very top, and as legends held, would never diminish as the liquid decanted from it. Eager to return to his domain, Garradin grasped the ewer in hand. Suddenly, the ground trembled as though the mountains themselves were angered. The sky changed from the sunlit blue to dreary gray. Even the ring of trees forming the glade seemed to bend away slightly from the altar, as if fearing what was to come. Then, with no warning, one of the standing stones cracked and exploded. My gaze froze and my heart fell as I looked upon the guardian of the glade. A huge creature seemingly cut from the very same crystal as the ewer stepped forth and growled menacingly at my master. The air around it became very cold, as if it was born from the glaciers of the northern mountains. This was a being of ice, living, breathing ice. Garradin shouted at me to run as he drew his blade, still clutching the ewer in one hand. He gave a mighty swing at the ice creature. When the forged steel struck home, it gave a resounding ring and merely chipped the beast as a spike would have driven against the hardest of rocks. Never showing fear, my lord swung again and again, each blow harmlessly deflected away. Then a single mighty blow from the ice creature knocked my lord down. His blade slid away, and he lay on the forest floor looking up into the crystalline eyes of his death. The ice creature raised its arm again for the fatal blow and brought it down hard at Garradin's prone form. I don't know why he did it. Perhaps it was instinct. Perhaps a moment's lapse in judgment. But my lord lifted the Everflow ewer defensively as he got up to a kneeling position. The blow from the creature connected with the vessel, creating an ear-splitting crash. There was the sound of water splashing and a horrible cracking noise as the sundered pitcher sent waves of freezing water in all directions. Even as I watched, the liquid covering the ice creature and my poor master. They seemed suspended in place as if frozen solid. At the time, I didn't know how true my thoughts had become. As I watched in horror, they were encased in a tomb of pure ice. I could see Garridan's face as the ice overtook him, and I could swear he was crying. A few of his tears froze and fell to the ground at his feet like beautiful blue crystals. He knew he'd failed his mission. His people would starve, and he was responsible. Frost and ice covered everything in the glade now, the trees, the rocks, the soil, everything. It was then I became aware that the very air around me began to freeze. It was like a cold winter's night at first, and then it became rapidly worse. The cold was so bad it turned into a sort of frozen heat. It began to burn. My throat became tight and breathing became difficult. I began to lose feeling in my arms and legs, and my vision was beginning to blur. I had to escape this icy glade and tell Garridan's story. It was the least I could do for such a noble man. With every bit of strength I could muster, I ran from the frost fire and back through the cave. I barely escaped with my life. My journey back to the domain of Garridan.
Excellent!
The A1 Valdemar? High five, thank you so much for the follow. My journey back to the domain of Garridan was a sad one. My heart was heavy, my mind clouded with misery. He was a good man, the greatest I'd ever known. To die like that was no way for such an honorable knight to end his life. When I finally reached the outskirts of Farmantle Glen, the farmers were waiting for me. I was ready to tell them the sad news, but they raised a cheer of great joy. They told me that only a week ago a strange, bluish, glowing rain fell on their fields, and that the next day the crops began to grow as if there had never been a drought. A week ago was exactly when my master had frozen in that horrible glade, and his tears froze like bluish raindrops frozen in time. I looked up at the heavens, and the twinkling light suddenly gave me great comfort. I thanked Mara, and I headed home. I do really like that story. Let us go find Garridan's tears. But first we need some frost salts from Julienne, which I think is why she gave them to us earlier. They might still be in our house.
Anything else I can help with? Yes, I have them for sale. If you'd like to buy some, feel free. They're top quality. I refined them myself.
Okay.
There are rumors that there is a new grey fox. Nobody knows what happened to the old one.
What?
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
I've acquired the refined frost salts, and I must make my way to Frostfire Glade. We'll go.
If you come across it...
Also, Frostfire Glade reminds me for a while in World of Warcraft, mages could cast Frostfire bolts. I always loved the animation of that spell. It was like a fireball and frost swirling together. I thought it was cool. Do I have... I don't have any soul captured. I wonder, is that bare enough? Oh, it's only a grater. A bit of a challenge, like the enemies. The Imperial Dragon armor ordered for me by Chancellor Okada should be ready. I can pick it up from the armory in the compound. I've arrived at the entrance to Frostfire Glade. Like the book describes, the refined frost salts are in my hand. All I must do is open the seal by touching it. I've entered the Frostfire Glade. The entire area seems to be filled with swirling, freezing mist. The extreme cold in this place is unbearable without magical protection. The glade is true to its namesake. The frost burns as if it was fire. We should now carefully begin searching for Garridan's tears. I think I should be okay. Unless I don't absorb. Oh, it doesn't appear like I absorbed this. I do absorb that, though. In the center of Frostfire Glade, I've discovered an astonishing sight. Garridan himself locked in an eternal frozen struggle with a huge frost Atronak. It appears that Garridan had dropped his weapon and was using the ewer to protect himself. The Atronak smashed the ewer, which must have reacted with the magical waters and froze everything solid. Sad end for such a noble knight. What do we see here? No. You see the broken bottle? I need to wait for this light to wear off to get Garridan's tears. His tears gotta be around here somewhere. Ah, here we are. Found one of Garridan's tears. Continue searching. There should be more. Here we go. Three. One. Four. Might have kicked one as I came down. One, five. Found the fifth and final one of Garridan's tears. I can now return to Sidrasa and Leowin for my hard-earned reward. Perhaps a warm fire. Did it. Alright, while we're up here, I believe, yeah, Dragonclaw Rock. We're up in Bruma. We'll hop back down to Leowin to turn that in when we can. But let's follow this Akaviri treasure hunt while we're up here near Bruma. Here in Dragonclaw Rock, there's another tunnel to discover up here. Serpent's Trail. Is this it?
Oh!
One sec, I want to make sure I don't get a journal update down here. I think you do have to go up to the Serpent's Trail from here. Arrived at Dragonclaw Rock, I should consult the messenger's diary to learn the way to the next landmark. Alright, Messenger's Diary. Oh, shoot. My Messenger's Diary left in my... I think I left the Messenger's Diary back in my house. Oh well. Guess we gotta go get it. Where's this ogre at? Here you are.
Ah!
Ogre's too tough. Got him. Alright. Let's get our armor. I retrieved the Imperial Dragon armor that Chancellor Okado forged for me. Thank you, sir. Heavy armor resist shock, fire, poison, magic, frost. For a full set. And frost, there we go. Nice, cool looking set of Imperial Dragon armor. I look like an Imperial Dragon with all that on. Let's travel down to Leowin and turn this in right quick. And we'll come back up through the Imperial City and continue on the Serpent's Trail.
You look like you've seen some travel.
I sure have. Here you go.
You found 5 of the tears? Fantastic. This turned out better than I expected. Perhaps a little bit of a bonus is in order.
Bonus. 2,500 gold. That.
They're the pride of my collection. I am the best alchemist in Leowin. But if you need advanced training, you'll need Broch Kalas in Bruma or Ardaline in Bravil.
Oh, nobody's better at alchemy than you in Leowin?
All of the local guild halls sell some amount of alchemic ingredients, but for the best stuff, you'll need to do some exploring on your own.
Your own.
The tears look beautiful in my collection. 1,000 thanks once again.
You're welcome. Alright, lift the veil. I need to go get the Messenger's Diary. Store all this new stuff, really. Do. We'll put the staff of flame in there, why not? Oh, wait. I think that's the diary. My bad. That is the diary. Do. Oh, I guess I'll put some calipers in there. And the inkwell I stole. That up there. And the rest of these. Famous potato bread. Delicious. Actually. No, here. Be back. Refine, or one of the refined salts. I'll just name all that, and then famous potato bread. Those are unique items we'll throw over here. That every time. Ah, there's the crash. I could feel it coming on. Meow 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 meow. Taking forever to open up again. Gotta end the Steam program. Open it. There we are. Alright, back in. Okay, oh, I don't know if I've ever read this. Day 3. It is with a heavy heart and a trembling hand that I pen this latest entry. It has been several days since I've seen anyone else on the road from our garrison at Grey Ridge. The road is lonely and treacherous. I am rationing my supplies to prepare for a tough path ahead. As long as Raymond Cyrodiil's army hasn't located our headquarters at Pale Pass, the journey should be fairly uneventful. I admit I am nervous. It is an honor to be selected to carry those orders to our fort, but sending me alone is a calculated risk. While it is not my own life I am worried about, it is the importance of the contents of the orders that aggrieves me. If they are somehow lost, the fort will not know that their supplies are going to be delayed by a month. Without that knowledge, the fort may choose to press the attacks on the front lines as their supplies dwindle. They are counting on those supplies to be here sooner. I must not fail in getting this message there. The slate rock that the orders have been carved upon for safety weighs me down. It is a constant reminder of the more than physical burden I carry. I'm actually going to travel back up and read this. There's a camp over there. Day 7. It has been 2 days and I have finally arrived at Dragonclaw Rock. The huge formation is a welcome and invigorating sight. The giant stone appears to reach down from the north and strike at the heart of Raymond's forces, like our armies have been doing for the better part of a year now. I have still encountered no one else on this trail. I have hope that as I head due west along the narrow path, I will find someone who can give me some news as to how our men are faring in the war. After winding my way westward, I have come within sight of the Sentinel, a huge statue placed by some unknown artist many years ago. It stands watch pointing north as if daring anyone to cross into the borders of the Imperial nation. Raymond would be quite angry if he knew we used this very statue as a waypoint into his domain. Last night I encountered another one of our messengers who had been beset by a pack of mountain wolves. His leg was hurt badly, but I managed to help heal it with an ampule of medicine I carried with me. He said his name was Silage, and was on his way from Pale Pass to request more supplies. I discussed with him the irony of our meeting, and he decided to travel with me back to the fort since his mission would be needless. We planned to leave at nightfall. Let me discover this camp so we don't miss it. Two-decker camp. There's some bandits, it appears to be. Some roasted rat here.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
This guy's kind of strong.
Do your worst.
This time, Matt. There we go. Alright. Back to Dragonclaw Rock. Wind our way westward. Narrow path westward that leads to a statue. Oh, shoot. Westward to this statue? Oh no, this is the siege engine. The bodies of the guards are no longer under there. I think the siege engine will just... I don't know if the siege engine opened gates, but it's definitely like a huge Daedric artifact that would really help conquer the world. Ah, here's the statue. I reached the second landmark, the Sentinel. I should consult the messenger's diary once again to get to the third landmark. Alright. I am using much of my remaining strength riding this as we had made our way north from the Sentinel. We were attacked by perhaps the same pack of wolves that had attacked Silage. He had chased them off earlier after being bitten, but now that they had tasted blood, they had returned in greater number. Fighting back to back, Silage and I slew at least 8 of the beasts, but not before one of them clawed my gut and left a terrible wound. We were able to drive them off, but now I am bleeding badly, and the only medicine I had I gave to Silage. We have decided to continue north until we reach the portal to the Serpent's Trail and seek cover inside. I will try to write more soon, but I must sleep. I am so very tired. Alright, I know where the Serpent's Trail is. We already discovered that. This is the last entry I shall be able to write. We entered the Serpent's Trail nearly a day ago, seeking shelter from the elements and the wolves. What we did not foresee was the creatures that had decided to make the Serpent's Trail their home. I did not see them clearly, but they were huge and strong. Silage died instantly as one of them cleaved off his head with a single stroke. There were 3 of these huge, ugly, man-like creatures. I ran as fast as I dared through the dark tunnels trying to escape, but as I fled, one of them hurled a boulder at me and struck me square in the back. I managed to crawl through a smaller opening and escape the lumbering monsters, but I soon realized that crawling is all I would be able to do. I think the boulder shattered my spine. I can no longer feel my legs. My wound from the wolf attack is reopened and I have lost much blood. I fear that this is as far as I shall be able to go. I have failed my mission. I have been unable to get these orders to the fort at Pale Pass. I am so close, yet it may as well be leagues away, since I can no longer walk and my strength is draining. If a fellow messenger or soldier picks up this diary, please get the orders to the fort before it's too late, and please tell my wife, Vata, that Jafiri will always love her. Rest in peace, Jafiri. There's a Spriggan. Probably slay that Spriggan.
Excellent.
DV314. High five. Thank you so much for the follow. Yep, I better find his ancient wife from this diary from... Actually, don't know. Akaviri days, so it's hundreds. Attracted red rage. Not on my watch. Bum, 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 bum. I already read It's Just Rage. I've discovered the body of the messenger who penned the diary I've been carrying. Even though he died over 1,000 years ago, the bones have been well preserved by the frost in the caves. Oh, it's over 1,000 years ago. He seemed to be clutching something in his bony hand. I should investigate. There were ogres. Near the body of the messenger, I've discovered a slate tablet with what appears to be Akaviri writing on its surface. These must be the orders the messenger spoke about in the diary. Got the Akaviri orders. I'm gonna pop on old Mehrunes' razor for this. No. They had somebody an early. I think this quest was. I'm starting like halfway through this quest. I was asked by the Countess of Bruma to track an old Akaviri settlement to find some artifacts. What she had done was sent out scouts who had found Akaviri orders. They had the orders, or old Akaviri orders. They had translated the orders and then given me the translation to try to track down the keep. Oh my gosh, Terry. Dun, 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 dun. Holy shit, man. Finally, give me that friggin' ogre soul. What are you doing? Hell Pass Ogre Cave Boss. Only common souls. Oh. No. They found his diary, translated his diary, and then I found the Akaviri orders that I cannot read. At least that's how I take the quest to have played out. Ding ding. Yeah, but my hotkeys are full. Got all my hotkeys used up for other stuff. I've emerged from the Serpent's Trail and find myself face to face with the legendary Pale Pass. The path winds down into the snowy valley. If I follow it, it should lead me directly to the ruins. Souls for days. Probably drink one of these potions. Boom, 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 boom. Dang, who threw that spell? Stramora. I've discovered the crumbled walls of the once mighty Fort Pale Pass. It appears to have been destroyed by a landslide long ago. I should proceed into the ruins and search for the Madstone. How's that not getting absorbed? Oh, it is getting absorbed. It's just my spells running out. I got it. I have multiple ogres here. I do. Your runes razor is just about full. Come with a spell. There you go. Where's the other ogre? Here you are. You got a spoon. Spoon man. Burr, 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 burr. Mouth of the serpent. The ruins appear to be infested with undead Akaviri. I don't know how long they've been trapped here, but I should proceed with caution. I need to locate the Akaviri commander of the fort who is said to possess the Draconian Madstone. Ow. Eyes of the serpent. Fangs of the serpent. I'll drink this. Potion of sorcery. A lot of skeletons. Venom of the serpent. Akaviri Commander Mishaksi.
You have made a long and perilous journey, but there is no time to rest. The army of Raymond is at our doorstep, and our supplies have dwindled. We have awaited your arrival. Tell us, what news do you bring from Akavir?
Here are your orders.
Well done, soldier. Your mission is complete, and you have my thanks. Now we may rest. Long live the Akavir.
After seeing the orders, the Akaviri commander vanished. The ruins are now silent and at peace. After so many years, the Akaviri's final mission has been completed. I should proceed ahead and search for the Madstone. The Daedric Warhammer in here. Orc flesh. I've obtained the Draconian Madstone. I should now make my long journey back to Countess Caravan of Bruma. Boom. 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 Scales of the Serpent. Dead Akaviri soldiers. Take this ruined Akaviri stuff for this. Oh, crumbling. Gold and this log trap still flipping around. What does the Draconian Madstone do? Resist poison and disease 50% on self.
I hope you bring good news. Have you recovered the Madstone?
Yes, I have.
I never thought it possible. I mean, I had hoped. But to actually hold it in my hands. Oh, it's more beautiful than I imagined it.
That's what she said.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you were the right person for the job. And it seems I owe you a reward. This Akaviri ring was found with the messenger's diary. It awards the wearer with increased agility and resistance to harmful magic.
Ooh.
It's known as the Ring of the Viper Eye. I hope it serves you well in your future journeys.
Well, thank you.
The Madstone is finally mine. It's the pinnacle of my collection. Many thanks to you again. With the information you have given me about Pale Pass, it could take scholars many years to amend the history books.
Yeah.
It is pleasant and a bit melancholy to walk among the graves in green. May luck be always on your side.
Isn't that what I said? So beautiful, so weaker. Set it up the whole thing. To actually hold it in my hand, so beautiful, that's what she said. I don't know. Take the Akaviri orders and the Madstone for myself. Now her whole collection is mine.
You look like you've swung a mace or two in your time.
I sure have. How does the Ring of the Viper Eye stand up? Fortify agility 10 points. This magic 15%. It's okay. Alright, well let's do the Forlorn Watchman. Gonna add her stuff to my collection. Yeah. Do. Diary translation in there. The Akaviri orders. Take these Fortify Magicka potions for myself. Bum 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 boom. An ogre teeth and some taproot. Pet mother's head and gray cowl. Head out. Alright, the Forlorn Watchman of Nibbin Bay. Isn't here we go.
Greetings, guildmate.
Anybody got anything to say about Silverhome? Or
Hello.
about it at Silverhome?
I'm honored to speak to the champion of Citadel. What do you need?
Need you to tell me about the Forlorn Watchman.
The watchman looks like he may have been a sailor. No one knows where he came from, or why he looks so sad.
Or why they made war upon
I
him.
don't like talking about the dead like they're some kind of tourist attraction, but that spirit has been making his ghostly journey for years now. We've learned to just accept that he's there. Every night, short as clockwork, he appears at Bunwatch Camp at 8 on the shore of Nibbin Bay.
Bunwatch Camp.
He's never harmed anyone, but most people give him a wide berth. You seem curious enough, so I'll be glad to pinpoint where he appears on your map.
How are you? Nice to see you.
As Les the Great.
I heard the gauntlet. Farewell.
Gilgondarin.
Hi there.
She is very well spoken.
Well, look who's
I
here.
understand she-
Bondwatch Camp. Actually, real quick, before I forget, from Aaron's camp, we go up and discover... Can't you discover... like High Rock or something? Not High Rock, but... like the highest point of the map up here. Like Lookout Rock or something. No, it's a little bit to the east. See, there it is on the map. The whole time feels like I should be able to get up here. Here we go. Oh. The Uderfricht Matron. This is a unique enemy that I totally forgot about. Agnar the Unwavering. I think you're supposed to follow an unwritten quest up here to fight her. But we're here now, so... Got the Frostworm Bow, Svenja's arm, head, legs, and torso. Uderfricht Matron. Defeated. Here we go, Dive Rock. Is it? What is fricked? No. No mods. No, she's a rare enemy, a rare hidden enemy that is not part of any quest. She is from, I believe, the base game. Entry 1. When I took on the role of Chieftain of Thirsk, when I accepted the beautiful Svenja Snow Song as my advisor, and then my bride, I never imagined how quickly my life would change. I went to the Isle of Solstheim for some much-needed rest, and found it in the mead-soaked halls of Thirsk. But when I met Svenja, my sweet Svenja, I became entangled in an epic story the likes of which I had only read about in fables and children's tales. Have you ever come up here to Dive Rock, Rampage? Svenja told me of the fateful night when a hideous creature known as the Uderfricht attacked the mead hall, killing rampantly, leaving her the only survivor. The creature was slain by a champion, and Thirsk had its new chieftain. But it wasn't long before they had moved on to some new challenge, some new adventure. And that's where I entered the tale. Svenja Snowsong, with her ice blue eyes and flaxen hair, gained my love soon after I became her husband and the mead hall's new chieftain. In truth, I had never been happier. But Svenja, my dear wife, existed in quiet misery, constantly haunted by the memory of the Uderfricht and the damage it had wrought on the mead hall. And the people she had loved. Night after night, my dear woke up screaming, her face etched in horror and a single word issuing from her lips, Uderfricht. I feared for my wife's sanity and happiness, but it was she who had found a solution to her problem. As a warrior, she told me, she must confront her fear. She must defeat it. The Uderfricht was dead, yes, but where did it come from? Was it unique? Would more of the creatures come and wreak havoc once again? Would I, her loving husband, be killed? And so she corresponded with explorers and researchers all across Tamriel, until she found the answer she had been looking for. The Uderfricht was in fact not unique, but the offspring of an ancient Uderfricht matron. In order to end the nightmares, in order to prevent any more destruction, we would need to hunt down and kill the Uderfricht matron, no matter where or how. Entry by Izmir, we've been searching and searching and searching some more, but finally it came, the lucky break we had been hoping for. The creature has been spotted by a shepherd in the remote highlands of Skyrim. We found its trail and tracked it for days, crossing the border into the Imperial Province. Here in the Frigid Mountains, we met with a local hunter who tried to warn us away from the area, citing an old legend about a deadly creature known as the Horror of Dive Rock, a monster credited with the slaying of over a dozen people and just as much cattle. Could this creature be the very Uderfricht matron we seek, perhaps? Unlike its child on Solstheim, the matron moves from location to location, and it's this mobility that has thus prevented its killing or capture. Or is it this mobility that prevented its capture? Okay. We've made camp at Dive Rock, reportedly the highest natural observation point in all of Cyrodiil. From here we can see for miles, so we'll keep watch day and night. We're close, so very close. Svenja and I can feel it in our very bones. Indeed, Svenja has always been particularly in tune with such things, and is convinced the Uderfricht matron is close. Svenja has grown tired of my constant writing, but this journal will serve as a record of our travels and victory against the Uderfricht. She's staring at me angrily and patiently right now as I write, but this entry is too important. Finally, on this third day of watching, we spotted it. The Uderfricht matron. It is unlike anything we have ever lain eyes on, a giant troll-like beast that seems to waver and shimmer in the cold, like the feral form of winter itself. We're off now to trudge down the mountain, weapons in hand, and give the horror of Dive Rock its due. Failure and horror, we engaged the monster with all the force we could muster, but it was a travesty beyond comprehension. Svenja, my beautiful Svenja, my dear wife, was killed instantly, consumed by the beast, nearly whole, and though it shames me now to write these words, I could think of nothing more at the time than escape. I took flight, returning here to our camp on Dive Rock to collect my thoughts and nerve. I haven't much time. After this quick entry, I will march out and meet the Uderfricht matron once more. It is sure to track me back to this campsite anyway, so our confrontation is inevitable. Can I even hope to defeat this monstrosity? One thing is certain, Svenja and I came hastily unprepared. My silver axe, useless. My dear wife's frostworm bow, completely ineffective, and swallowed whole, still in Svenja's hand. The beast appears to be a creature of the cold and is likely nearly completely resistant to it. I would attack with fire if I had any on hand, but there's no time. No time to travel to a mage's guild and procure an enchanted blade or hire the services of a sorcerer. My silver axe will have to do, and so now I return to battle and hope beyond hope that I may slay the wretched monster that has brought so much grief to so many people. And if not, I would take comfort in knowing that I will soon rejoin my beautiful wife in the gilded halls of Sovngarde. If someone is reading this hastily written journal, I am likely dead, and pray to Izmir that you have had more luck against the creature than I. Agnar the Unwavering, Chieftain of Thirsk. Rest in peace, Agnar and Svenja. Your vantage point on the tip of Dive Rock offers a rare view of the Imperial Province. You take note of a few dungeons and mark their locations on your map. that actually like unlock anything new for me, or because I'm pretty sure I've seen or I've discovered everything else. I have to be just a hair shy of having everything discovered on the map. Spent 39 days as a vampire. Places found 357. Yeah, I have them all. So this is going to be tough because there are 369 places with the Oblivion patch. The unofficial Oblivion patch. Still ate that ingredient though, I sure did. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so actually 373 total with the official downloads on there, not counting the Shivering Isles. But I might have missed 3 places, so 370 might be the max I can get. So I'm missing 13 places on the map, and that's going to be a freaking B-word and a half to go get. Also, I'm going to jump off Dive Rock. Actually, I want to hear you. Go forward. We're going to jump off together. It sure is, but I'm going to do this guy first and then bring the Adoring Fan back. What do I name this spell? Stop? Drop and roll? Oh, no, it's different. What do I name it? By a light of the... No, that's that one. Complete paralysis, that's what it is. Did he die? Why did he take a bunch of damage? I guess the fall damage? See the fire in the distance. Oh, it's Aaron's camp. Will my Dremora make it down here? No, he'll DC despawned. Here, wait, let me make it sunny. Maybe the day will clear up. Didn't. I want to do the sickest backflip off the mountain you've ever seen.
Ah!
Oh, like a skipping stone.
Oh!
Hey, buddy, I'm here. Thanks for all that acrobatics skill you taught me.
You really fought that Umaril creature in the sky over the Imperial City? I would have liked to have seen that.
Me too.
I've seen plenty of alien
Good
ruins.
that you want to get
You'd
good.
think they'd be picked clean after 2,000 years, but no, there's still great treasures there.
How'd you know this is where I got that?
You too.
You too. Alright, to Bon Watch Camp. Looks like it's gonna be 8 p.m. Can't sleep with enemies nearby. Can't wait with enemies nearby. Is that mud crab over there? Got to give him the old 1-2 buckle my shoe. Sleep in the camp now. Oh, there's another mud crab. Okay, finally. Oh wait, you should show up in like an hour. Quick nap. Ghostly figure of the forlorn watchman has appeared on the shore of Nibbin Bay. Perhaps I should watch him for a bit and see what he does.
Please.
Watchman ignores you when you try to speak with him. Please. Okay, well, he's not moving, so... Hey, you old ghost. Get to moving.
Please.
His performance anxiety? Okay, here he goes. I like the little leg kick. It thinks I'm swimming. This guy better not turn around. He's got somebody swimming behind him. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Jesus can walk on water, but can he swim on land? No. Only the orange one can do that. Who is superior? I'll leave it up to you. Just miracles on the reg. To join the cult, all you need to do is get a little bit of your own blood and write out all of Cyrus's speech. That's it. Then you're in. I died in the stream earlier. Because while my character is technically immune to physical and magical damage, he's not immune to arrows and reflected spells. So if you can somehow turn his power against him, he'll die. Damn, this ghost couldn't pick a shorter walk? What's going on here? What are you looking at over there, bud?
I was once the man known as Grantham Blakely. Look for me in the mouth of the panther. Please.
Like a
Release
panther. Mouth of the panther. I've arrived at the mouth of the Panther. Beyond the tooth-like rocks is the remains of a small cargo ship named the MMA that looks like it sank a long time ago. Should investigate this wreck. Oh. Well, something interesting is happening with the wreck. The orange one is too powerful. He's turned it all orange around him. This feels like a crash incoming situation. Broken hole to the MMA upper deck. Actually, we should. We'll just here, use this. In the wreck of the MMA, a spirit attacked me. The vessel seems completely infested with them. I suspect them to be the remains of the MMA's crew. Why this happened to them puzzles me. I should press forward and investigate this further. I have used the luck spell. I know you can't see my buffs, but this one that fortifies magicka, luck, and light. So when you see the light on, I've got the luck spell. Oh, but I didn't soul trap. That was part of the problem. Log of the MMA. MMA. I've discovered the logbook of the MMA. It appears that at some point there was a mutiny and the ship was diverted from its course. 2 men tried to stop the mutiny, but were imprisoned below decks. Seeking shelter from a bad storm, the ship pulled into what looked like a safe cove. That was the last entry. Here they didn't see the rocks of the mouth of the Panther. And ran aground. I should continue investigating. After taking aboard a few more crates and Leowin, Captain Lawton pointed the May towards north towards the Imperial City. We pleaded with him to wait until the next morn, but he insisted on continuing despite the look of the sky. Let it be known that this decision was his. Teardust last 14, last seed, 3rd era, 421. That's 12 years ago before the events of the game, I believe. Wasn't long before the May hit the storm. It was just as we suspected, far too dangerous to sail through. With the last bit of daylight disappearing, Navigator Quillen spotted an inlet off the starboard bow. The captain ordered the wheelman to steer towards the inlet in the hopes of getting the May out of the Nibbin Bay. It was at that moment Gable gave me the signal and we struck. He'd always had an eye for the captain's position, and with the chaos going on, this was a better time than any. Only that idiot Blakely was still loyal to the captain, but the rest of us wanted the May. The fight lasted maybe a minute or two. Blakely and Lawton knew that fighting was futile. We tossed them down below, and now Captain Gable has set the May on course for the inlet. Hopefully we can get her secured for a while, and then... boom. Pronounce laugh and then Lawton, like Lafton. Mid deck. Thanks. All you have to do, oh, Gable the Traitor. Gable the Traitor, I'm going to commit your soul to Mehrunes Dagon. 69 souls claimed, nice. I don't think we can claim any more souls with this weapon. The only thing Terry teaches is my fist on how to get into his face. You might need a key. Probably the small key. I found the key in the remains of Gable. Traitor named in the MMA log. Should search the MMA for a lock. Okay, for the key. I found a skeleton chained to the wall in the lowest deck of the MMA. I believe these to be the remains of Grantham Blakely. Should use the key I found to unlock his shackles. Where's the captain?
I knew one day someone with unyielding virtue would heed my words and speed my release. You risk much to perform such a selfless act. This noble deed will not go unrewarded. Look upon the ground in this prison. There you will find a map to my gratitude. I thank you with all my heart. Farewell.
I hope you enjoy mixed martial arts in the afterlife. Grantham Blakely's map. I now have Grantham's map in my possession. With it, I should be able to find the location of the treasure. It do be like that. Oh, I forgot we were at 69 souls. Now we're at 70. Lame. I guess we gotta keep going until we get 69 souls. Look at the orange thing on the bridge. Nope. We fixed the boat. I mean, not fixed the boat, but we fixed the orange part of the boat. 420 souls. There you go. $420.69, even better. Ah! Coming for you, Spriggan. Eat steel. Black Dog Camp.
I suggest running.
This dagger's getting its... I apologize for the mean things I said about the dagger when I first got it. It's very good. Now that I have 100 luck and can fortify that to 200, we're in the money. Grantham's map has led me to a treasure chest concealed among the rocks. This must be where Grantham hid his belongings while he was at sea. He has passed this on to me now as a reward for helping free his spirit. War Axe of Fire. Ooh. Got a bunch of good stuff in there. Thank you, Grantham Blakely. Alright, before the stream ends, let's deal with Glarthir's silliness. Old Glarthir has been waiting dutifully every night behind the chapel where I said I would meet him. And considering how long the in-game time has gone, what is it? Look, The game starts in 3rd era 433. In my game, it is now 3rd era 436. My character has been in this world for 3 in-game years.
Well,
And Glarthir has been waiting behind the chapel for him the whole goddamn time. Every night he goes and waits. Never wavering, never faltering. He says tonight he'll be here. I'm here, buddy, finally.
Ah, you came. You're sure you weren't followed?
Oh, I'm sure.
Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me. Well, yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you? Lots of gold.
Terry.
Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukati selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me?
Yeah, of course.
Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to. We'll meet here again tomorrow night. Oh, and never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me.
You got it. Tell me more about Bernadette.
Her house is almost directly across the street from mine.
Okay.
Southwest of the Great Chapel. Coincidence? I don't think so.
What can you tell me about Skidgrad?
There's so much I could tell you. So many secrets. But then you'd be in danger too. It's best if we're not seen talking.
Not seen talking.
Remember, Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
Okay, got it. There's someone watching me. I can tell. 6 a.m. By the 9 divines, assault, assault. These count as the sounds you requested me add, right? If I just say them out loud. Now here, I can do a great impression of that lady. There you are. Phenomenal, right? Arthur, I don't think anything's going on here. Oh. How does she says it just like this. Hey, what's up? That's how she says it, right? Arthur, I think this lady just goes to church in the morning.
Any friend of Martin's is a friend of mine. How can I help you? Well, I know he's a bit odd, but I've always thought he was kind of sweet. Lately, though, he has been stranger than usual. I think maybe he's been following me. I see him every morning on my way to chapel. I've tried to say hello, but he always pretends not to hear me. I've lived here all my life. Grown grapes. It's all I know. Fresh air, mountains, the grapes on the vine. It's just beautiful.
You're welcome, Terry.
Be seeing you.
Well, Arthur, she goes to church every morning.
So, you saw Bernadette Penniless, did you? She was watching me and following me, wasn't she?
She wasn't watching or following you. Unless you want me to feed his delusions. What if that gets me reported to the Knights of the Nine? Let's get nuts. You were right, she's following you.
Just as I thought. Just as I thought. Excellent work. There will be a bonus in this for you. Don't worry.
Don't worry. What about the reward you promised?
Ah, of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate.
What else do you want me to do?
Tutius Sextius. Do you know him?
Tutius
A
Sextius,
quiet
my favorite.
fellow, appears harmless enough, but I've identified him as one of my key suspects. He's a clever one, no doubt about it. Eyes in the back of his head. Always seems to know when I'm watching. But that's where you come in. You should wait outside his house and see what he does when he's not watching me. I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report.
How do you feel about Bernadette now that you know she's watching you?
I always suspected she was watching me. Thank you for finally confirming it.
Of course. What about Tutius Sextius? Anal sex boy?
He lives in the large house between the Low Gate and the East Bridge. Alone. Suspicious, don't you think?
Suspicious, don't you think?
Don't let Tutius Sextius catch you following him. He's much more dangerous than he looks.
Got it.
Well met. You've got the hands of a smith.
Wait out in the morning. Let's do 7 hours. End it there. Can I still go into Summon Miss Manor? To clean the bodies out. Can you like... I think it looks like you kind of come live in Summit Miss Manor. Damn. 2D Sextius needs to wake up. Down with your day. Start following Glarthier. Here you are. chameleon. Like I said, I'm here to relieve you and just took up position on the other side of the gate. Where are you going?
Good day. I'm sorry, but I don't think I know any Glarther. Oh, wait. Do you mean that strange wood elf that you see wandering around the city? Yes, I've seen him, but never spoken to him. He seems to be at the low gate every morning when I pass by on my way to the castle. Gives me the strangest looks now that you mention it. Almost like he hates me, although I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Yeah. I plan to visit the Imperial City soon to pay my respects at the Temple of the One. Yes, the strange wood elf who haunts the low gate every morning. You said he was Glarther. Well, I'm afraid I know nothing else about the fellow.
Like Arthur, but Glarther.
You too.
Well, seems suspicious to me. I bet you he's following him. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Tutius Sextius honestly can't even tell the truth.
Tell me what you learned about Tutius Sextius.
Well, he was spying on you.
So, I was right all along. You're doing excellent work, my friend.
What about the reward?
Here you go, my friend. Trust me, you've earned it. There is one last person that needs looking into, though.
His name is not Truthius, no. What else do you want me to do?
Do you know David Surly? Yes, of the famous Surly Vineyards.
Oh, yeah.
Pillar of the community, etc. Who would ever suspect him? Perfect cover for the ringleader of the whole conspiracy. He watches my house constantly. You'll see. He leaves his house early each morning. Watch him and report back to me here at midnight as usual. Make sure he doesn't notice you.
I'll make sure of it. Anything more about Tutius Sextius?
Thanks to you, his sinister plans have now been revealed to me.
What about David Surly?
The Surly house is right next door to mine. A large house with a backyard conveniently located to observe my every move. Be careful. David Surly is the ringleader. You must not let him catch you watching him.
Oh, trust me, he will not. So he leaves his house early, so let's get there early. Perhaps we're too early. Saw me. Well, at least for work early my butt. Oh, here he is. Shamir.
While the guard hid behind the walls, you took the fight to Oblivion itself. Maybe your example will inspire others.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I need to head over to Colovian Traders and pick up a few things from Gundar. He's got a nice selection.
Okay.
Riemann Broder. He works Surly's vineyard. I work Tamika's vineyard. Riemann spent 20 years in the Legion, and he's an advanced marksman trainer.
Okay.
Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two.
Oh, you're an apprentice marksman trainer?
Take care.
Hello. Well met. Gaston and I make great wines, reasonably priced. Skingrad has 2 great vintners, Tamika and Surrey.
Well met.
I'll never say a word against Tamika's wines.
Alright, what about Clark?
You may have heard that he's a bit touched in the head, and that may be true. But he's always been a quiet neighbor, never given us any trouble.
He certainly can't see that you're talking to him.
You look like a shrewd businessman.
You look like a shrewd businessman. Ambrose Kane.
You were Martin's friend, weren't you? You were fortunate to have known him.
Kinda look like Martin.
I plan to visit... Faddis Callidius at the Fighters Guild also teaches block, but he'd be the first to admit I'm his superior in every way.
Okay, jeez.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Can't you see that I'm very busy? I told you not to speak to me in public. We'll meet tonight at the place we discussed.
Okay.
Sorry. I have no idea what time it is.
Got it.
Hail, Sir Knight.
Hail, Sir Knight. Bum. Old Glarthier. Glartha.
So, what did you discover about the upstanding David Surly?
You were right. He's spying on
I
you.
knew he was the ringleader of the whole conspiracy. You may have helped save my life. And so it all falls into place. Yes, it all makes sense now. Here, this is your last task.
Good Foley work, good Foley work. What about the reward you promised?
Here's the gold, as promised. I always pay my debts, and then some. Do the last task in that note, and I will pay you much, much more.
What could this task be? Let's take a look at the note. List of death. These people must be killed. There is no choice. They are definitely conspiring against me. Bernadette Penniless, Tutius Sextius, David Surly, the ringleader. Kill him first. Larthier has given me a list of people he wants me to kill. Everyone on the list was someone I told him was spying on him. He told me to meet him behind the Great Chapel at midnight. After all dead, he would pay me 1,000 septims. Well, if Glarthier told me to do it, I should do it, huh? I think you can.
We're here to serve. Everyone in Summit Mist Manor is dead. Good day.
But I think you can turn him into that one, only that one guard. The captain of the guard, he's like a bald guy walking around here somewhere.
Hail, Sir Knight.
And Duralin Trebatius.
Well met. Be seen. Hail, Sir Knight.
Probably have to wait till daytime to... What do you guys think we should do? Should we turn in... Should we turn him in, or... That captain already talked to me way before. He talked to me a long time ago. Should we turn him in, or should we murder all these people?
Allow me to extend my congratulations on your daring victory over the evil forces of Oblivion. I am at your service. Mog Gramoga. You too.
I am a Holy Crusader. Or murder Glarthier. Well, here, let's save here and see what happens when we murder everybody. Actually, he asked me to do David Surreal first, so Sorry, Surly. Surly.
Ah!
Let's hear it.
Is there stairs? What kind of shitty house is this? Sorry. Davida Surly. David Surly. Oh, here's the stairs.
Surely you can do better.
Oh. Make it look like an accident, though. Okay. Hey, board game heaven.
Come.
Stay away.
Okay. Okay. Nobody saw it. Just assault. What's my fame looking like? Fame 173. I have killed David Sutterly.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Right, I'm not in here. Don't worry about your brother.
Looks like you are in some trouble. Since we're friends, don't worry. I'll look the other way and take care of that fine for you.
Where is she? In here? Another soul for Lord Dagon. I'm sure someone could play the stop criminal scum sound for you.
How are you? Looks like you are in some trouble. Since we're friends, don't worry. I'll look the other way and take care of that fine for you.
Thanks.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Alright, hop up here. Oh, all the way up on the bridge. And go ahead and sneak into one Tutius Sextius's house. Tutius Sextius's lock is hard. It's the Bafinator. How you doing, Bafy? All 3 swords to Lord Dagon. I like how all of them were able to report their own assaults before death. I'm chilling myself.
Looks like you are in some trouble. Since we're friends, don't worry. I'll look the other way and take care of that fine for you.
Everything's going good with me, baby. I appreciate you asking. A silent button under his bed, the panic alarms. I'd have to wait like 24 hours. Wait for Glarthier to show up.
Have you done what I asked?
Yes, they're all dead.
Really? They're really dead? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm free! I'm finally free!
What about the rewards you promised?
By all means, I would have paid any amount to be rid of those watching eyes, always watching me, but never again! I'm free!
Quest completed, paranoia. Look, no infamy gained.
I don't really feel comfortable talking to you right now.
Terry, I knew that had to be coming. I'm free! Yeah, you're right. That happiness can't be bought, except for he did pay me 1,000 gold to murder all these people, but I think we'll keep it. We murdered everybody. I got no infamy. I'm a listener to the Dark Brotherhood anyway. It's perfectly fitting for our character. His cold eyes and even smile never left his face.
Yes, I hope I can help. I hear the shield of the Crusaders been... The town eccentric lives in the big house on the corner, southwest of the chapel. Don't worry, he's harmless.
He's harmless. Can I tell the guard about everything he did? I'm free! His associate, though. Raving lunatic.
You look like a bright one. Hot can eat for a day. Everyone in Summit Mist Manor is dead.
He's dead.
Blessings of Anu upon me.
Oh, here, see, look, there's the captain of the guard.
There's no problem, is there?
Dion.
I believe the rugged climate of Bruma suits Narina Carvain. She's tough and cold, but you always know what to expect from her.
True.
Try our wines and cheeses and Salmo's sweet rolls. See the castle, but don't expect to see the Count. He doesn't mix with strangers.
Me and the Count are quite intimate, I can tell you
Town
that.
eccentric. Lives in the big house on the corner, southwest of the chapel. Don't worry, he's harmless.
He's harmless. He sure is.
Bye.
He definitely didn't orchestrate the murder of 3 popular Skingrad residents.
I'd rather avoid its proprietor.
Goodbye.
Greetings, champion. I'm at your service.
All right.
He lives in the Surly. Her house is...
Okay.
There's so... Bye.
Bye. All right, Glarthier. Glad I could help. Who's this? Is this Jensine?
See anything you like?
What are you doing out here, Jensine?
Did you hear? Hieronymus Lex was reassigned to Anvil. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
I didn't realize that the shopkeepers would just, like, walk around the city during business time. Nothing suspicious here. Frostworm bow, 4 axe of fire, more jewelry. List of death. Store this stuff in here. Gems. I don't think I have any ingredients. Yeah, no ingredients. Oh, no! Mother's head is gone. Just fucking booted her through the wall. Holy shit. Just kicked her like a field goal through the goddamn siding. I'm sorry, Mother. I'm coming, Mother. She'll be back. Here, I'll put the cowl back. There we go. Cowl's back. I mean, the alien statue is somewhere around here. You know, here, what happens? Let me save. What happens if I TCL through the wall? I bet you I'll find some items back here. No? Oh yeah, see, look. See, look, I knew the alien statue was in here. I don't know how it ended up all the way over here. But I knew it was in the house somewhere. Well, technically not in the house. But Mother's head, it seems to be gone. I don't know. Under the bed? Let's see it down there. Huh. Oh no, she's back. Yes. Don't worry. You're safe here with me. Just gotta stand you up. There you are. Beautiful. Good night, Mother. Good night, Grey Cowl of the Nocturnal. Grey Fox, man or myth? Well, I'm the Grey Fox, so... Bing, bing, boom. Alright, gang. Went a little late, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. And head to bed. No, the cowl is solid underneath. I'll try next time, though. But anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. Thank you very much. I'm going to head out. Thank you guys once again. Hope you guys all have a great one. Here's the schedule for the next scheduled stream tomorrow. It's about 21 hours from now. And I'll make sure to update the rest of this week's upcoming schedule by tomorrow. And I'll try to get to adding those sounds. Thank you guys very much for watching. Shout out to, we had a lot of great followers today. Darth Dimmadome. Love the name. Dilox099, Rampage Wales 90, A1 Valdemar, DV314. Thank you all very much for following. High five. And shout out to everybody chatting and talking with me. I do really appreciate it. And also special shout out to the lurkers out there. Thank you guys so much. Hope you all have a great night. Take care and have a good one.
Live long and prosper.